There are no secrets to success, just things you haven't learned yet. And once you learn them, it's up to you to apply them. I'm Jamaal, aka Boss Eagle, Billboard-charting hip-hop artist and music business coach. Join me as we talk digital marketing, social media, technology, and more, and share interviews with industry professionals to help you unlock the secrets and take control of your music career. Because we are the new music business, and this is the Indie Musician Secrets Podcast. What's up, everyone? How you doing? It's Jamaal, aka Boss Eagle, Billboard-charting hip-hop artist, music business coach at business-minded musicians, and digital marketer, and your host of the Indie Musician Secrets Podcast. I want to welcome you to today's episode. I am so excited, so pumped to share with you all what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Instagram and using Instagram to drive traffic and to start gaining your ideal fans. But before we jump into that, I do just want to remind you that you can check out the Indie Musician Secrets Podcast on all your favorite platforms. And also, if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and rate, review, share, all that good stuff as we continue to help other independent artists grow their music business and take control of their music business and do what you love. So without further ado, like I said, we're going to be talking about Instagram today and using Instagram to drive traffic and to grow your audience. And I'm going to be using a book today. I'm going to be talking through some concepts in a book called Traffic Secrets by mega master marketer Russell Brunson. If you haven't heard of Russell Brunson or don't know who he is a brilliant expert marketer. I've learned a lot from him. As you all know about me, I tend to study from different industries and different people. I try to learn, different things and try to incorporate them back into what I'm doing. And so this is a great book. It's called Traffic Secrets, and you can actually get the book for free. Yes, for free. You can go to tsbook.bizmindedmusic.com. That's TS, which stands for Traffic Secrets, book .bizmindedmusic.com. I'll leave the link in the description as well. And so before we get started, today we're not going to be talking about so much about publishing, not in this episode. This is going to be part one of this Instagram Traffic Secrets, Marketing Secrets for Musicians series episode. So we're not going to talk about publishing just yet, but more of calibrating today, making sure we get in the right mindset, because this is going to be a shift for a lot of people. It might jolt you a little bit what we're going to talk about, but we are going to have an action step today. But just know that it's going to be a complete paradigm shift. And basically what we're going to be talking about, and what the book and what I'm asking you to do, is to develop the mindset of becoming a producer on social media, not a consumer. Okay. And it's that idea that we spend too much personal time on social media. If you've been on social media, and I know I've been there too. We've all had our moments where you fall into these rabbit holes, right? And then you realize you've wasted a ton of time and haven't really been very productive. And so we want to start to develop a producer, not consumer mindset. So what I mean by producer is we're producing content, we're producing engaging content. We're the ones that are actually putting the content out there instead of just sitting there and consuming it all day, and not really getting anywhere, because that's how we're going to grow our business as musicians. Using social media is we're going to have to produce content. Okay. So basically what we're looking at is doing a social media reset. And again, I know this is going to kind of be a tough spot for some people. I know it's going to probably take some time. I don't expect for everyone to be able to grasp this and then make all these changes overnight. There may be some time in this, but the idea here is that we start to develop these different patterns, these different behaviors and mindsets as we are wanting to grow our music business, because that's what we're wanting to do, right? So the idea here is that we would do a social media reset to start, right? A social media reset. And again, we're talking about concepts from the book Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. You can get a free copy of that at tsbook.bizmindedmusic.com. So I'm just going to be going over some of the general principles here. If you want to get more in depth, definitely grab a free copy of the book. But the social media reset is basically, we're going to look at a couple things. One, you're unfriending and unfollowing almost everyone on every platform you plan to use to generate traffic and gain new fans. So yes, That literally means you're going to go through your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, whatever social media platforms you plan to use to gain traffic and gain new fans. You're going to unfollow just about almost everyone on those platforms. If you are, if you're on Pinterest but you're not planning on using Pinterest to grow your music business, then don't worry about doing this for Pinterest, right? But for everything else, we're going to be unfollowing almost everyone. And the reason is because it'll help avoid distraction when you log into those, and you're not seeing all those posts. You're not seeing everything that everyone and their mama is doing, all the random cat videos and stuff like that, right? So instead, what we're going to be doing is we're only going to be following our Dream 100 on each platform. So when you log in, you'll see a glimpse of what those people are doing and you'll get ideas for what you can model, although not copying, but what you can model. And the idea behind the Dream 100 is you're creating a list of 100. It could be 200. If you don't have 100 yet, make it 70 or 80 or whatever. But the idea is that you have about 100 people that are doing what you're doing and they're doing it successfully. And you want to, kind of tap into their networks, kind of tap in to their audiences because they're already doing what you're doing. So when you log into your socials, if you're only following your Dream 100, you're going to see kind of what they're doing and what you can model. Again, not copying, but then the bonus to that is that you can actually start quote unquote digging your well with them because you're going to start commenting and posting on their things. So if there's a similar artist to you that you're like, hey, I think their fans would like my music, you start to go follow 100 of those people, and now you start commenting on their things, and you start posting and responding to posts, and not being scammy or anything like that, but really starting to engage with what's happening on their social platforms. Okay, and so the idea here that what we're talking about is there's kind of two concepts, right? There's working your way in and buying your way in. You've probably heard those concepts before. And so what we're mostly talking about right now is working your way in because I don't want to assume anything, but I know that sometimes it can be tough to spend money on, say, paid ads and what we call buying your way in. So working your way in is typically free, right? They say, working your way in versus buying your way in. Do you have more money right now, or do you have more time right now? If you have more time than money right now, you're going to do a lot more free methods, a lot more organic things, working your way in. If you have more money than time, or you have the money to spend, you can start moving toward more of that paid method, the organic buying your way into these groups. Whether that's a particular group or membership or something that they have, right? So right now we're just talking about working your way in because, well, it's free. We can do all these things that we're talking about today for free on social media. So you'll kind of win this process because you're going to be attracting followers and you're creating engaging content that keeps those people coming back. So again, as you're starting to interact in these worlds that are already kind of put together by your Dream 100, you're going to start attracting followers yourself and creating engaging content because you're seeing what your Dream 100 is doing and you're saying, wow, I know that's working. They're doing it. I can see their results. I can see how many people are commenting, or how many people are sharing or liking or whatever have you. Like I said, because you're seeing what your contemporaries are doing in their feeds. And what I would say, this is just my personal opinion as far as like the Dream 100, I would suggest maybe having a little bit of everything, right? Like I wouldn't make your Dream 100 only like superstar, like Adele, Bruno Mars kind of people. I would have some like, big time superstars, maybe some medium level like stars or rising stars, and then some people who are maybe like, regional or just maybe local even, but are ahead of you. You see they have bigger followings. You see that they're super active and they're doing things. And so I would say kind of have a variety of people that you are following. So I hope that makes sense because that kind of leads us now into that action step. I wanted to just kind of set that up so you can kind of get some groundwork and get some framework to understand like where we're moving with this with using Instagram, where we're moving with this whole social media reset and all that stuff, and then ultimately creating your Dream 100 and starting to leverage that. So the action step from this episode, from this take, is going to be to create your Dream 100. So start to look around and see, who's already congregated your dream audience or your dream fans. I created a video a while back on my YouTube channel. It's called Go Fishing: How to Grow Your Fan Base. It's on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the show notes as well. But in that video, I basically talk about this very concept of, you have artists out there who already have pre-built ponds. They already have pre-built groups of people that those people have been building for years. Their record label, their whole environment and ecosystem has already been building these ponds, and we're just going to go start fishing in there because they're, like I mentioned in the video, if you're a solo female country singer, and you sound like Maren Morris, you're similar to Carrie Underwood, you're similar to Miranda Lambert, Kelsey Ballerini. Well, those artists already have big followings. And so instead of trying to go over here on your own and dig a whole pond and put water in it and put fish in it and all that stuff, let's just go fish in other people's ponds. So you want to start to create your dream 100. Just start making a list. You can write it down. You can put it in a Google Doc, put it in your notes on your iPhone, whatever you want to do, and then start following those people. And according to the book, what Russell talks about is spend a few minutes each day or each week or whatever viewing their posts, their stories, their ads, etc. And I would even maybe say go a step further and I would save them, especially on Instagram. There's that little bookmark tab that's near the description area under the media, under the picture of the video, and I would start saving some of your favorite ones. Start looking at, what pictures are they using in their feed that really hook you, that you're like, wow, this really drew me, this really attracted me. Save that. What captions make you want to take action? This is what Russell talks about as well. What's something that they've posted, you're like, oh my word, that really stuck out to me, or that really captivated me. Save that post, you know what I mean, so that you can start to create and collect a database of things that really inspired or encourage you. And then also, you want to like their posts and comment, as Russell talks about in the book. Comment on 10 or so of your Dream 100's posts each day. We're not spending hours, half a day kind of thing doing this, but just a few minutes, you know what I mean? 2 or 3 minutes, a minute or so, just kind of looking through your Dream 100. They may not, honestly, a lot, some of them may not even be posting every day. So, but again, if you're logging in and you're only seeing your Dream 100's feed, you're going to see what your Dream 100 is doing. You're not seeing what some random dude or some random gal on the other side of the world is doing that has nothing to do with helping you grow your business, right? So this is only, we're not talking about rabbit hole spending a whole, half a day doing this kind of stuff, right? Just a couple of minutes, each day or each week, start commenting on some of their posts. And then, their fans will start to see you commenting too. And so again, we're building this organically. It's that long haul type of approach, right? And so those are some action steps you can do. Again, we're starting to create that Dream 100. Look to see who's already congregated your dream audience. Start following those people, obviously, because that's your Dream 100. Start spending a few, minutes each day or each week, looking at their posts, their ads, their stories. Start commenting, start saving, and then engaging with their fans as well, because these are the fans that you hopefully would then convert into being fans of yours. So remember what we talked about earlier. You're now a producer and not a consumer. And that's the way we have to start looking at this. We have to start looking at it as being producers. We want to produce content. We want to put content out and not just be consuming everyone and their mama's content. Russell talks about in the book as well in Traffic Secrets, which you can get a free copy of. I'll leave the link in the show notes. That idea of like not just following like cool or interesting people just because, right? Because it's a distraction. You want to follow those who are successful, basically in the market that you want to be in. Who's got your ideal fans, because you want to better understand, what's working. How do you and then and not only what's working, but how do you bring your unique angle into that ecosystem? And remember, a lot of these, especially if you're going to be following bigger artists, their record labels, their teams, they're putting a lot of money and time and people behind what they're doing a lot of times. And so you're actually able to leverage all of this stuff that so many other people are putting time and money and effort into, and we can come in and say, hey, like let's see what they're doing, let's see what's working, because we can literally see it on their feed, and let's start to see, what can we model, but in our own unique way. Again, it's not about copying, it's not doing the exact same thing, it's about seeing what's working in terms of looking at their overall approach, and what are they doing as far as like some of the pictures, the captions, etc., headlines, stuff like that. But you want to put your own voice on it. You want to put it in your own words and bring your own unique aspects to it, and that's how we're going to start kind of growing organically. And I think Instagram is like one of the best places. Instagram is probably my favorite platform, and so I'm really excited to continue to dig through this whole Instagram, learning how to use Instagram to drive traffic. And so the goal is, I'm going to keep going through and teaching more concepts out of the book Traffic Secrets. So if you want, if you want to get ahead, depending on when you're hearing this, and you want more in depth, you want to read more in depth into using Instagram to gain traffic, and if you want to learn a ton of other methods, I definitely highly encourage you to grab a free copy of Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. You can go to tsbook.bizmindedmusic.com. That's TS stands for Traffic Secrets, tsbook.bizmindedmusic.com, and grab a free copy. You only have to cover the small shipping fee, but they will literally send you a free hard copy of the book. So that is all for today. I want to thank you again for joining me for part one of Marketing Secrets for Musicians series. This is the Instagram Traffic Secrets area, and we're going to be digging more into Instagram and many other traffic methods as we continue this series from here and beyond. So thank you very much, and God bless, and I will see you when I see you. Peace.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow the Indie Musician Secrets podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen, and make sure to leave us a rating and review. Also, share this episode with other indie musicians you think it would be beneficial for. And for more helpful resources to help you grow your music business, visit us at businessmindedmusicians.com. I hope this episode has served you. We'll talk to you on the next episode.